In 2025, loyal Las Vegas tourists said enough. Nightly bills spiked with unexpected resort fees and self-parking charges, and even the once-free perks vanished. Visitor numbers are dropping, hotel executives are scrambling, and tourists across the globe are warning others it is just not worth it anymore. But what exactly pushed Vegas past the breaking point? A single night in a mid-strip hotel in 2025 tells the story in numbers. The advertised room rate, posted everywhere online, reads $89. That is the price that draws in repeat visitors, the kind who remember when deals like this meant a bargain getaway. But on the final bill, the numbers stack up fast. The mandatory resort fee appears next, $49.95 per night, plus tax. This charge covers Wi-Fi, gym access, and local calls, amenities that many guests assume are standard. For those who drive, self-parking tax on another $22 nightly. Add in Clark County's 13.38% lodging tax, calculated not just on the room rate, but on the resort fee as well. The math is simple, but the impact stings. $89 for the room, $49.95 for the resort fee, $22 for parking, and $21.86 in taxes. The total for one night lands at $182.81, more than double the rate that first appeared in the search results. Tourists who have visited for decades say the sticker shock is new. One repeat guest, holding a printed folio, shakes her head. She says, "We used to come every year for a quick escape. Now I feel like I am being charged for every breath I take in this place." She points to the line items, frustration clear. The resort fee is almost as much as the room. Parking used to be free. I did not even use the gym. For many, the bill is not just a receipt, it is a warning. The numbers, verified and itemized, have become the most convincing reason to walk away. Paid parking was once unthinkable on the Las Vegas Strip. For decades, free parking stood as a silent promise. Whether you were a high roller or just stopping in for lunch, your car was welcome without charge. That changed in 2024, when major strip operators announced a phased rollout of paid parking across their properties. Press releases from the largest resort groups outlined new rates. Self-parking started at $18 to $25 per day, with valet services often exceeding $35. By early 2025, almost every major strip hotel charged for parking, both self-parking and valet, with only a handful of exceptions for top-tier loyalty members. The change was not just about revenue. Operators cited rising maintenance costs, increased demand, and a need to manage congestion. But for visitors, the result was another line on the bill, one that felt especially bitter to those who had grown accustomed to leaving their car for free. Parking attendants, caught in the middle, described a steady stream of complaints. One attendant explained that people used to ask for directions or thank staff for helping with their bags. Now, half the questions are about why parking is not free anymore. Some guests just turn around and leave when they hear the price. The shift to paid parking did not just add dollars to the nightly total. It changed the rhythm of a Las Vegas visit. Quick stops for a show or a meal became calculated decisions. For families and road trippers, the new fees forced a choice: pay up or look for off-strip alternatives. What was once a simple perk had become a new budget pain point, reshaping how visitors navigate and remember the city. Inside the guest rooms, the pressure isn't just financial, it's personal. Housekeepers walk longer hallways with heavier carts, covering more rooms than ever before. Maria, a strip hotel housekeeper with 15 years on the job, describes how her daily workload has nearly doubled since the pandemic. She says they used to have enough people to clean every room well. Now they give us more rooms and less time. Sometimes we get help, sometimes not. She points to a clipboard, and today she is responsible for 23 rooms, up from 14 in 2019. The result is corners cut, towels missed, and deeper cleanse postponed until checkout, if at all. It isn't just housekeeping. Casino servers and bartenders report that complimentary drinks are now tightly monitored. Where once a steady stream of free cocktails kept gamblers happy at the slots, staff now scan loyalty cards and managers track pour counts. A longtime bartender at a major resort describes the shift. He says, "We used to comp drinks for anyone playing. Now we have to check if they are betting enough. If not, we cannot give them another." Guests notice, and they get upset. Union leaders have stepped in, issuing public statements about unsustainable workloads and stagnant pay. The Culinary Workers Union, representing over 60,000 Las Vegas hospitality workers, has warned that staffing cuts and reduced benefits are eroding service standards. For guests, this translates to longer waits for clean rooms, slower drink service, and fewer personal touches. The frustration isn't just about money. It is about the feeling that the city's once legendary hospitality is slipping away. Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority data confirms the frustration playing out at hotel front desks. Visitor numbers for the first half of 2025 are down nearly 7% compared to last year, with total occupied room nights dropping almost 6%. Strip properties, once crowded even midweek, are now seeing double-digit declines in foot traffic during slower months. Yet, the cost for those who do visit remains stubbornly high. The average daily rate for a Strip hotel room in June stands at $164, only a modest drop from last year's record highs, while revenue per available room has fallen nearly 14%. Occupancy hovers in the high 70s, down more than 6 points from a year ago. A UNLV economist points out that, even as rates soften, the all-in cost of a Vegas trip has never been higher in real terms. Bureau of Labor Statistics data shows that lodging, food away from home, and entertainment prices have all climbed sharply since 2019. Add in mandatory resort fees and paid parking, and the numbers validate what so many guests are saying. The sticker shock is not just perception, it is reality, backed by the math. Booking patterns in 2025 show that frustrated Las Vegas tourists aren't just staying home. They are choosing new destinations. Travel agencies and online platforms report a noticeable uptick in bookings for cities like Orlando, Nashville, and New Orleans, where advertised prices are more closely aligned with the final bill. Bundled vacation packages, which include lodging, meals, and entertainment for a single price, have become especially popular among travelers who feel burned by hidden fees on the Strip. One former Vegas regular now planning a trip to Cancun explains, "I know exactly what I will pay before I go. No surprise charges for Wi-Fi or parking. It is all included." Industry data backs up these shifting loyalties. In the first half of 2025, package bookings for all-inclusive resorts in Mexico rose by double digits, while Las Vegas bookings through major online travel agencies fell. Even within the United States, travelers are gravitating toward destinations with transparent pricing and fewer add-ons. The message is clear. When guests feel nickel and dimed, they take their business and their dollars somewhere else. Casino executives have not ignored the drop in visitor numbers and the rising chorus of complaints. In early 2025, major resort groups rolled out new marketing campaigns promising unmatched value and exclusive perks for loyalty members. A spokesperson for one of the Strip's largest operators issued a statement touting free parking for top-tier guests and discounted resort fees for those booking directly through their app. Yet in the same breath, press releases highlight record investments in entertainment and dining, and they argue these upgrades justify the higher costs. Industry analysts point out the economic stakes. With average daily rates slipping and occupancy down, every lost guest represents not just a missed room sale, but a cascade of lost spending across casinos, restaurants, and shows. Small business owners on the Strip feel the pinch too. Linda, who runs a family-owned souvenir shop near Flamingo Road, describes a noticeable drop in foot traffic. She says they rely on people who come back every year, and now she sees fewer familiar faces and more empty afternoons. While corporate operators push loyalty programs and limited time offers, Independent shops and restaurants have less room to maneuver. As the city's big players try to steady the ship with promotions and public relations, the tension between short-term revenue tactics and long-term goodwill grows sharper with each passing quarter. Today, Vegas faces a reckoning. As visitor numbers fall and prices stay high, the city's future depends on whether it listens or keeps chasing profit over experience. The gamble isn't just on the casino floor anymore. What would make you come back? Share your thoughts below.